Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Afternoon Market Action. My name is Glenn.
My name is Ryan.
And we're going to be your host for the next, about an hour
59 minutes.
I'm trying to see if the minutes have come in.
You're looking at the Fed minutes?
I'm trying to see the Fed minutes just came in, but it doesn't say anything on my phone just quite yet. So Fed minutes are coming in. All it is just some kind of look into hopefully what they're doing now, what they're considering doing. Nothing came across my CNBC.
I mean, I imagine the headline's going to have to do with tariffs and inflation, things of that nature.
But interesting. They normally come out right at 2 o'clock, and I wanted to keep my eye on what's going on in the market as soon as it came out. But
the alert we're about to hit at 2:01, so everyone's just making their way into the room. Just make sure you can hear us, make sure you can see us. Please respond in the comment section with the appropriate VV Nation. So that way we can get started.
How about Troy saying SMCI going to sell half of my shares at 100% gain? Yeah, that was, I did a couple of stories on it. I just did not foresee that big move on SMCI because of the financial stuff. And it hasn't been rectified yet.
No.
And it hasn't been rectified yet, but SMCI, they're still a big player in the whole AI space as far as the servers and all that kind of stuff. I just did not anticipate that big move on SMCI, but I think between Ryan and I, the both of us, whether it's a short or a video, have at least been keeping you abreast of that.
Yesterday I did the video on SMCI, and it was about the 200-day moving average,
right,
around $53. Look at that. I said either look at for the rejection or a clear breakthrough. Clearly, we got the breakthrough. I think last time I looked at SMCI, $65.
That's crazy. It is
not
crazy.
Really.
I think that with the accounting issues,
a lot of people are willing to take that risk.
And there you go. I can't fathom that. Am I trading it? I have not.
Jazz talks about HIMS. We actually both have a story on HIMS.
Yeah.
HIMS was really first mentioned on our channel when I utilized it as a consumer-friendly GLP-1 pick. Remember that?
Yeah.
Back when those were hot.
And then I was like, I thought the GLP-1 space got a little slow. Mm-hmm. And then, the Wegovy's, what's the other one from Eli Lilly? Still not Wegovy. What's the other? It's something else. Zepbound.
Okay. Fox said he sold 25% of his HIMS, 135% gain. Good job, Fox.
There you go. So,
VV Nation for sunny, windy Arizona. We're getting snow here.
Yeah, I've only got it for snowing. About a day and a half because I'm going to Hawaii.
You're going to Hawaii?
I'm going to Hawaii.
That's right.
We fly out Friday.
I'm going to Charleston today.
Yeah,
so.
it's going to be
It's not as fun as Hawaii.
I'm going to Hawaii.
Oh, fun
there
fact about
Breaking
Charleston.
News. Fed officials, here we go. Fed officials are worried about tariffs' impact on inflation and see rate cuts on hold. That's what the minutes show.
Okay.
All right, so I don't think they get cuts. I think.
Why would we get a cut right now?
I think a lot of people are not looking for a cut until the summertime. I think the general round cuts, if they think it's going to be cuts, it's going to be in June. But if inflation is rising, I don't know how you cut into rising inflation.
Especially with unknown factors with these tariffs.
Absolutely.
I don't see cuts anywhere near on the table.
Well, but
we'll see.
But that's what they're talking about.
Irrational
people.
Yeah, I would think fall. But obviously, a million things can happen from now till then. But as in my opinion, no need for cuts right now.
All right. Let's go take a look at the home page of the VectorVest software to get a feel of what the market looks like, what we're up against, and now we know how the Fed feels in regards to cuts from the minutes and what they're fearing, that kind of thing.
We did not get follow through from today's green light. If we take a look here, we've got the RT kicker combo to the upside yesterday. This morning we did have a green light flash here a little bit. But obviously we lost that momentum. Actually, one thing I want to do real quick.
Hold on, Joey, can you put us on the screen for the homepage? All right, so they can look at what we're saying, just so that we can see.
Is Joey on vacation too? We're all out of here.
There we go.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, that's right. It was muffled. All right, the timing. I just want to show you guys this thing real quick, especially, if
I just had the timing graph up.
oh, well,
Sorry. No. Go ahead. You got it now.
RT kicker comp GLB. This right here. Pay attention to the 10 and 15-day moving average of RT. And the reason why I say that, right there, during this little bottom fishing opportunity before the market kind of stalled out, this was a good job, for swing traders to capture that momentum. You see the downside momentum here during
the sideways move.
Yeah, the sideways move. But now we are getting some signs of optimism to the upside. So I just want to say, if you are swing trading, if you plan on, doing some more active style of trading, definitely take advantage of the RT Kicker combo layout.
Match that up with that level of resistance, because that's a beautiful level of resistance that 1, 2, 3, 4-ish from that last opportunity to breach through, still pulling back. That has been a hard level to break. And if the market's going to have legs to the upside, and I love that the 10 and the 15 from RT perspective, but man, until we can break through this,
you know what's going to break that, or what can break it?
What?
Nvidia's earnings next week.
That could, because Nvidia can move the market absolutely.
Either leading up to it, and I think that's why we're seeing the optimism SMCI, and that's one of the reasons why I think I've done 3 or 4 shorts now on it over the last few weeks. I said, between its bottom fishing, our valuation, a lot of the news as far as the accounting regularities kind of getting behind the stock, it was just a great trade setup. Did I think it was going to go to $65 so quickly? No, I was thinking more of the 200-day moving average, but hey, I'm glad it's working out for everybody.
But it is trending higher from this level of recent support. It is trending higher. That's the market. I'd really like to see us break through. And Ryan is right. If we get a really good blowout earnings on NVIDIA, that could be the catalyst to push the market higher. We will see. Hi, Alfreda. We will see. Have you been watching Grab? I have not been watching Grab, not even in the Jockey Club. I've got some stocks that we've been looking at in the Jockey Club that I've got on my radar, but Grab was not one of them, Jazz. Grab was not one of them. So that's what's going on from the market. I wanted to see, and we're going to close this, I wanted to see how the market would have reacted to the minutes, and there's not a whole lot. And we're looking at intraday 1-minute bars after the market gapped down today. No big move. So the minutes didn't move the market. Normally, sometimes it can, but in this case today, the minutes did not move the market. We're still just leveling out right here. All of our main indicators are still below 1. And from an intraday perspective, that's where we sit. And putting this on a 3-month perspective, we go back to that level of resistance. And again, I agree with Ryan that NVIDIA could be the catalyst that moves it higher. Could be. We will see.
Right now, I think we're just weighing out the AI revolution with tariffs and inflation. That battle, that's the battle of the market right now.
I think that even with tariffs, AI is still going to do its thing.
Yes, and honestly, it could help out with companies with tariffs.
It could.
And, decrease the bottom, the cost of doing business with some of these companies.
I'm just thinking that more and more of the AI infrastructure and technology might migrate more and more to the U.S.
Yeah.
All right, so we might. All right, let's go take a look at some stories that are moving the markets.
Woo.
Starting off with Ryan's first story. Microsoft reveals, and this is Quantum.
Stock. Quantum's back, baby.
It's interesting. When I made the Quantum portfolio, what I mentioned in there is it's going to be moves. It's going to be moves. It's going to be companies making moves in the quantum space that will push it higher. I think quantum is going to have a heck of a ride this year, up and down, up and down, up and down. But stories like this will definitely push quantum higher, at least for a short time.
So, obviously, we saw Google's quantum chip, D-Wave, Qubit, the others. This I found interesting because, maybe NVIDIA, got it wrong. Maybe we're not that far away from quantum technology, but who knows?
But everybody's fighting against that because he made that statement.
And that is also true. As soon as he came out with that, Google's like, no. Was it Meta, the CEO?
Meta agreed with him. Agreed with NVIDIA. That's what I thought.
I don't remember correctly. I just know another CEO. But now it's interesting. Microsoft, it was only a month or two ago. Now they're in the race, right? Now I will say this. they're not as nearly as close. Oh, Archer Aviation. Hey, that one's on my radar, Joy. That Archer Aviation. But one thing I will say, that Quantum isn't quite here yet, is because, look, their chip won't be available through the Azure cloud. Once these chips actually have applications they can run on, that's when the money starts pouring in.
And that's when Quantum is going to start moving to the upside for a longer term. Right now, I think it's still more of a trade. We'll take a look at that portfolio today.
Yeah, no, definitely. See, and you have, this one's yours?
Yeah. That's not, dang, that was a quick just turnaround, just slam right into it. Wow, all right. So, my story, Hims and Hers acquires at-home lab testing facility, expanding capabilities to ultimately include affordable whole-body testing for subscribers. So, Ryan and I both have a story on Hims.
Up 20% today. It's still climbing.
I think that when you look at what they offer, whether it's hair, whether it's weight loss, whether it's ED, they've got their hands in the medical field extensively.
I said it with the GLP-1.
And
they are the consumer friendly. They are the inflation pick. You know, they're the Amazon of the drug space. They're bringing down prices. They're bringing down costs. They're making it easier. Instead of having to go see a doctor and a prescription, I can get a pretty close medication, sometimes better, sometimes worse, without all that.
But I don't know how good over the computer, you know, you go answer questions. That's it. And then they say, okay, yeah, you can get it. I don't know how I feel getting it just by answering some questions
That's what you do with the doctor.
Rather than going to my doctor.
You just answer a couple questions.
Then going to my doctor. That's just me. That's just me.
To me personally, when I go to the doctor, it's not like they're really examining things.
I think they're just going to give it no matter what.
And most of the questions that I get from the doctor, they're in the little sheet before I even go see the doctor. I
just think that
my generation,
this is all about making money.
Doctors,
I think they're going to give it to you no matter what.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they should do. Give it to you.
Right. What happens to other things that you need to test for? Well, you know, I'm going to give you this drug.
But I think they're in certain spaces, and their drugs aren't as risky as some of the others. That's why they don't have to have some of the regulations that some of these pharmaceuticals have.
Well, my whole purpose of this story is that it was adding to their resume of things to offer, to enhance the quality of the stuff that they give. I still think that I'd rather go to my doctor.
Look what Fox says. Hims site traffic up 650% since they aired the Super Bowl ad.
That's a lot.
Tabulous says if you can get to see a doctor.
I go through the VA, and people think that the VA is so bad. I've never had any problems with the VA. I've had 2 surgeries through the VA. All my medication, all that. I've never had any problems.
I've heard more good things about the VA than bad.
But there's
I'm
some
not
people,
a veteran, but just from friends and family that utilize it.
I'm a VA person, and I'm just
and I did Hims story as well.
Right.
We're both on the Hims train, essentially.
I think he pretty much did the same story with the new acquisition.
At-home blood draws and lab testing with new acquisition. That's a big market. They're getting in. I'll just put it easy like that. They're expanding their portfolio. And I think they're doing it very smart. And what Hims, and the more I study Hims, is that they collect data of all the millions of people on their website, things of that nature. And they're utilizing this data to sell to insurance companies, just like some of these other big tech companies and pharmaceuticals. So they are utilizing this data to help improve, their own ecosystem, but then improve other ecosystems. They can sell that data.
I still think that it's a money thing, and they're capitalizing on the money. And I think no matter who goes to their site, they say, "Oh yeah, you want more hair? Well, okay, here."
And if it doesn't work, then you have to go spend the real money to go visit the real doctor.
I'd rather go see my doctor to make sure that whatever whatever she is offering me in regards to this kind of stuff doesn't mess around with my other medications that I have, which I think is important.
That is important, and because I'm not on any medications, so obviously that is a huge factor to consider. But another thing, your VA, I take it probably low cost or free, I imagine, right? So that's maybe why you don't have to go to Hims. Why would you pay to go to Hims website when you go to your doctor for free? I have general health care, so I got to pay some money, whether it's deductible or something along those lines.
You got general health care?
General health care. Good old GMS.
I have that VA, man.
You got that good.
I got that good water. I got that good wet water.
Yes, you do.
All right, let's go. So a lot of my stocks that I'm looking at today are some of the stocks that are on my, look at that. Michael Ward says, VA, great service.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone
anyone who puts their life to protect this country should get great medical service.
I agree with that.
And I don't think
the Fed
there should be
minutes,
an argument against that.
the Fed minutes came out at 2. Akshaya says, do you know what is the best product on HIMSS? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Something tells me it's probably either the hair stuff. No, it's probably the GLP-1. That's what I would think.
GLP-1.
And then they got the ED stuff. I would think it's the GLP-1, the weight loss thing.
Maybe probably should do a video. As much as we talked about HIMSS over the last 6 months, I'm surprised we haven't done like a video more so just on it.
Something to think about, right?
Yeah, that'll be coming out soon.
All right.
Maybe not when it jumped up 20%.
Say again, Joey?
Ross said the mints.
Ross says...
Mints.
The mints?
Yeah, for HIMSS. What's the best
What is
way
it?
to HIMSS? He said the mints.
What mints?
What time?
Those things are mint flavored.
Oh, no, I know you're talking about the mints. We don't want to talk about that on the channel.
Oh, no, what mints? What the hell mints?
It's like ED mints.
They're mints?
I don't know.
How you know about that? I was like, how do you and Joey know about that?
I see the commercials.
Is that what it is?
This
This is what you do. I see the commercials.
Me and Glenn are going to go on a long vacation after the day.
All right, so that's interesting. I didn't know that they were mints.
But that's how they kind of came in popularity, was their hair and ED medicine. But now they're just general health care, and I think they're just smart. They're pretty much trying to be the Amazon of pharmaceuticals. I've said it before, this is an industry-disrupting company, HIMSS.
Right.
And I'll say it again.
So my next story, again, a lot of the stories, the majority of my stories today are going to be stocks that are on my radar. Solid Biosciences stock. Hold on. Excuse me.
I'm glad you went that way with it.
I was fitting to come your way, but that would have been bad. That wouldn't have been sanitary. Solid Biosciences stock soars on early success in DMD gene therapy trial. I was like, yo, what is DMD? Well, I'm glad you asked. It's Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's a genetic disorder characterized by progressive muscle degeneration and weakness due to alterations of a protein called dystrophin that helps keep muscle cells intact. So, without me knowing more than that, evidently what they're doing with the success in the trial is definitely moving the stock up. Look at 25% today. For candidates, gene therapy candidate for patients with Duchenne muscular dystrophy has elicited 110% expression of the microdystrophin gene. That sounds like big move.
You did a great job reading that, first of all.
Well,
did you have to practice?
No, I'm amazing, just the way I am. I'm glad you got an opportunity
you
to
are
witness
special,
it.
Glenn. I'll admit it.
That's fine.
You are special.
All right, so it's 78% following the announcement from 14. That's a big move in the stock. We're going to take a look at it and see if the move is sustainable.
That is a mover.
Glenn almost blew his dentures across. What? Neither one of y'all. Wow. That's
post that comment.
No. That
Please
is
check
messed
out
up.
the comment
That's
section.
messed
Sonny,
up.
comment of the day goes to you, sir.
Wow. These are all real. That's all real. All right. So I've got this on my list today. We're gonna take. I'm really wondering if the move that we're going through right now is sustainable. So we're gonna take a look at a graph.
It's funny you talk about biotech, because I don't really ever talk about biotech stocks. Not my thing. Boston today was like, hey, Ryan, put some of these biotech stocks on the radar. It might be a hot topic. Might be onto something.
All right. Well, there's another one. I did a short on it today on RXRX.
That recursion?
Yes.
The NVIDIA?
I did a short on it today.
Anything tied to NVIDIA is probably not a...
I like the bio companies. I think that they offer great opportunities to make money fast in a good way, but, it doesn't always work out, especially if the FDA steps in and says no. then it could get all jacked up. All right, so SLDB is on the list. Ryan's next story is about what? What's you guys get into KFC? What's up with that?
Well, KFC.
Hold on. You notice? I didn't do the story.
No, I did the story.
Kentucky
Fried Chicken?
You don't get it, right?
No, I get it.
Okay. I didn't do the story.
Trust me, you don't even look.
Well, whatever. Anyway, there you go.
You don't look too Kentucky right now with your hat. You look like you do well in Texas, right? Just like Kentucky Fried Chicken. You would do well in Texas.
That's got Kentucky and Texas are two different places.
Well, now it's Texas Fried Chicken. But KFC, serious note, it's owned by Yum Brands, right? The stock is up today. I'm going to take a look at the chart. Honestly, I think I don't talk too much about food chains in general, but this stock I do see as a good pick throughout the year in general.
Hold on, real quick. Okay, go ahead.
And the bigger point of the article, Yum Brands, KFC, whatnot, look what it is. Headquarters from Kentucky to Texas.
I'm thinking that's got to be for tax purposes.
It is, and I went into the article. It's for tax purposes. We usually think of New York, California, Colorado, high tax states, but Kentucky to Texas. Texas must have some really.
I thought Kentucky wasn't all that heavily taxed.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think Kentucky would be too taxed. I mean, there's not a lot going on in Kentucky.
I wonder if they are going to take it to TFC, Texas Fried Chicken. They might.
Texas Fried Chicken.
What's up, T-Mac?
Oh, man. Texas, un-American. KFC to Texas, un-American move.
How about this? You see the new breaking story up there? Forever 21 is in talks with liquidators indicating it's struggling to find a buyer.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, who wants to buy Forever 21?
All the young girls.
You know what's going to happen?
It's all the young girls. All my daughters.
Well, yeah. But now they go on Temu and Shein.
Yep.
Trust me, I know the young girl. They don't go to Forever 21 anymore.
So I'm going to tell you a story about
Shein.
that. My wife ordered a whole bunch of stuff for the trip from Shein.
For Hawaii?
Yeah. It got held up when the tariffs first came up.
Oh, man.
And so she never got it. So then we had to go to Kohl's. I've never been to Kohl's.
Yeah, it's not a very good store.
I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it. The men's section was... That's not my kind of vibe.
Yeah.
But she found a whole bunch of stuff and spent up all my money. And some of her money.
I haven't been to Kohl's in years, but my qualm with Kohl's is I got to have the reward points. I got to show up with the coupon. It's like if you're a couponer...
Which I'm not.
Kohl's, you will probably save a lot of money. But if you are not a couponer like me, I just want the bottom dollar price. I don't want to have to go through the reward system and all that stuff.
You want to hear another story? I never heard of a clearance rack until I met Janet. I never heard of a clearance rack until I met Janet. There you go, dropping it again. Never heard of it. And then Janet's like,
it was clipped.
Janet's like, are you crazy? Yeah, because Janet will go into a store and come back and say, honey, I didn't pay $5 for this, or I paid $7 for this. I've never heard. What? What did John say?
He said Glenn and Wright are Walmart shabby chick type of guy.
I like Walmart.
I like Walmart.
I like Walmart.
I'm sad that you can't go to Walmart at night anymore. That
was They're not open. They were open 24 hours a day before
COVID. I know. That was the best time to do your shopping at Walmart was at night. But yeah, so Forever 21, looks like they're tanking a day. They can't find a buyer. Why would...
And you would think that it's not because of inflation. You would think that their prices have always been cheap. And I'm just curious.
The problem is even if they're cheap, they have to be convenient. Box retailers are no longer convenient.
Well, they're in all the malls. That's what Forever 21 is not.
And are malls like a growing business?
No,
they're shrinking.
They are. They are.
They're converting them. I think we got the North Lake Mall here in Charlotte. I think they're talking about, because most of the stores are closed in it now. A portion of the mall is going to be an Amazon distribution center in the mall.
And something I will get. No, it does a couple of things. One, it makes them more accessible for people to go to get stuff, and then number two, it might bring some more traffic to the mall. You might think like
actually, that's not a bad idea.
I think that could be a good thing.
I think they should convert malls into mixed real estate. They should bring housing into malls. People.
Do you want to live in a mall?
I mean, it's no different than living in like an urban area or
Oh my
suburban
gosh,
area.
you want to live in a mall.
It wouldn't be a bad idea.
I go to the Apple store and then go home. You know, that would be...
Yeah.
No.
Like, everything's just, it's like living in Birkdale. Everything you just walk to down below. Or living in a city, you just walk.
But that's
yourself.
a double, you know, the houses on top of Birkdale. Not,
So, is the U.S. shrinking because all of the malls that are black holes? And Amir, we'll talk about Axon. We'll pull up the chart.
Axon got downgraded.
Yeah, it's taking a big hit today. A lot of people are putting in the comments section.
Yeah,
Ryan wants to be a mall rat. I miss the 90s and early 2000s. The mall days in the 90s and 2000s was such a great time, though. Maybe not for you.
Not in the hood. We didn't go to the mall in the hood. We just didn't. We didn't do that. I'm just saying, we didn't do that.
Our nicest mall was in the hood in Charlotte back in the 90s.
I don't believe
Eastland
it.
Mall.
Oh yeah, I used to
was.
live over by Eastland.
Yeah, and I used to live over. Well, I grew up on Sunset, also.
Exit 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, Eastland Mall, that got really bad. All right, so next story, you got U.S. defense stock.
So you got LMT, Northwood, LHX, Palantir, interesting, is in that space. RHM, only stock that I'm looking at in that space is Defend. That's my play in the defense stocks. They're recovering. European ones are soaring. I think that in the current administration, everyone knows that defense is going to be high on the scale of getting money. But it's interesting that right now the DOGE department is going into the defense to make sure that the money, hold on. I got to get this off my chest.
Oh, God. Here we go. Here's the rant.
Everybody.
Hit the cue, Joey. Go ahead and cue the rant.
Listen, everybody, there's a lot of people complaining about what DOGE is doing. I am of the mindset that what he's doing is what our government is supposed to do, is to put oversight on the money that's been allocated. We haven't done that. And I don't think anybody can pull me up any data that says that we've done it. So
I think DOGE and the results from DOGE.
Right.
I think the American people already knew the results and knew this was going to be the case.
Okay. But,
I mean, I'm not surprised.
So why are people bitching, moaning, and groaning about it? If it needs to be done and it's being done, and not only is it being done, the reports are coming out on a lot of misappropriation of money. And I don't like to be political.
John said, can we play a little Rocky theme?
No, all I'm saying is that if money is being found, as a taxpayer, wouldn't you be jumping up and going, woohoo? Think about it. Wouldn't you be just going, wow, that's money that's being wrongly spent?
Yeah, well, the next question is, now that we found all this money, are we going to wrongly spend all the money we just found?
So I just saw a story. So the reason why I went on this rant.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The reason why I went on this rant is because Elon Musk is proposing that every American, because of all of this, that every American get a $5,000 refund, which is going to come out to $1.4 trillion.
Let's do it. Let's get our money back. Let's get our money back.
Wow, I think I think it's a lot of money. $1.4 trillion is going to be the cost to give everybody a $5,000 refund. You know how it can get paid for? If he keeps doing what he's doing, that money that you just talk about being respent back out.
I don't think they need to. They need to put that money to our deficit.
All of these efforts
need to go towards deficit.
So you're not going to take the $5,000?
Man, definitely take the $5,000.
I would say you take the $5,000 and put it towards our deficit.
I'm going to spend it ASAP before the inflation hits on that $5,000.
Oh my gosh! All right. So I see Gladys's statement. He wasn't elected, and again, now I opened up a can. I didn't want to open up.
There goes a can of worms. And here I am just trying to go to Charleston in peace in 30 minutes.
All I'm saying is that if misappropriation of funds is being found, we should be jumping up going, wow. Instead of saying that he wasn't elected, why not just say that's a great thing that we as a company have now audited ourselves and see that stuff is wrong. Okay, that's all I got to do. All right, let's go to the next story. So Defend is my stock for here. Next story, China's tariffs hit U.S. coal, oil, and LNG. Don't we have coal and our own oil and our own LNG?
But we export it to them, especially coal. Asia's a big coal supplier, right?
So then let's not give it to them. Give it to everybody else but them.
I said this last week or the week before, but the tit for tat on tariffs with China and the U.S., because, Canada and, Colombia, these other countries, yeah, they're going to comply with some of these tariffs. China, on the other hand, they don't necessarily have to, right? They can choose to. But
they need it. What do you mean they can choose to? Choose to what?
Well, they'll just get this stuff from other places.
Like who? Who's got as much as we got?
It's available in the world.
But we got it.
Yeah, we got it. Doesn't mean they got to buy it from us.
All right, that's fine. Go get the dirty stuff. They can go get the dirty stuff.
Go
to Venezuela. Get the dirty stuff.
And they might go get the dirty stuff. Okay. I don't know. But all I'm saying is this story helps push oil a little bit further. Because at first I thought oil was going to be more of a short-term trade, probably around this time, maybe pick it up closer to summer. But honestly, with this tit for tat, I keep seeing it go up. I saw it up earlier today. If I scroll up now, I think it's up. Yeah, it's up again today. We're at 75 for Brent and 72 for crude. There's good levels here. So yeah, I've got a couple, petroleum stocks here. I went through the sector and just kind of cherry picked from like the top 10, just to give you some ideas to put on your radar. But yeah, with this tariff going on, obviously I've mentioned, critical minerals, rare earth minerals, which I'll say I was way ahead of the curve on the rare earth minerals,
especially with antimony.
That was like 9 months ago.
I agree.
And in the coal, I see that being the big thing because we export a lot of the oil, the natural gas. Yeah, that's going to affect it. But Asia wants our coal, especially China. So that might hit the coal people a little bit. But either way, it's going to push the prices up, and it's going to be good for the stocks. And that's the point of this article here. I think we're going to get definitely some more run. And by the time the tariffs is over, guess what? We're close to summertime. That's usually when oil does good in general, the beginning of summer.
Yep.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, Fred put out in a comment, and then Tella put out a comment. Again, I'm staying clear of it now. I just personally, I had to get that off my chest. I just had, because I hear all the news. That was just me. I don't know if it's rumors or whatever. I just had to get it off my chest. All right, Garmin. Everybody, you have
Android?
No, but what do you use to get around?
Google Maps?
Yeah. Garmin, interesting. There's a lot of people out there who won't use their telephones for
GPS?
Yeah. Garmin still is doing it. I thought that when we had the ability to put that all on our phones, that Garmin was going to go out of business. But Garmin still has now you can do a Garmin on your phone.
Yeah.
You can do a Garmin on your phone, but they still have units. I know a few people that have the units that actually sit, and that way your phone is freed up.
Because I'm a backpacker,
okay,
where Garmin kind of specializes in, or I'm not going to say special, but what attracts me to Garmin is when I'm in a place where my phone doesn't give service, Garmin links with satellites. Like you can pay subscriptions.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've used their service. I mean, now it's probably Starlink or something along those lines, if I had to guess. But yeah, so that way, if I'm hiking, doing a couple days hike, and I don't have phone service, and I at least...
Can you call on your Garmin?
Not this model. That model is probably...
Is there really a model that you can call on?
I don't know.
Oh, I was being facetious.
But that's the only experience I have with Garmin equipment. Was I had a GPS meant for hiking, but it was satellite.
Okay.
So
that would be kind of interesting if you had a subscription that you can pay for a Garmin, and if you got lost
the fact that
how are you going to get lost if it's a Garmin? Wait a minute.
The fact that they're still in business means they're being innovative.
I agree because you can do that on your phone. That I thought they were going to go out of business.
Clearly, they've got some products out there. Look, Garmin earnings jumped 40% while sales increased 23%.
People are buying it.
Maybe we should look at some Garmin
and
stuff.
Look at that. Robert says, I have a Garmin. I didn't think about it on your boat.
On the boat, yeah, the fish finder, stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. It's definitely good for outdoors people. Because when I go either to the Appalachian Mountains or to the Rockies out in Colorado, good luck getting phone service in some of these places. I got to have a satellite Garmin.
I have it already.
And look, Ross says Garmin is killing it in aviation.
So, like you said, being innovative.
They're being innovative. Because
no matter where I go, I get service because I have AT&T. You don't. You have T-Mobile.
Yeah.
I know. So I can understand why you have that problem. I don't.
Well, I had Verizon before.
And I could still see why you had that problem. AT&T, I never. No matter what. I can be in space and still
I want a satellite phone. I want to be able to get service anywhere.
Well, I had those in the military. They ain't know what they all cracked up to be.
Well, that was also like 50 years ago, the military.
They're big and cumbersome.
You had like the first model
I didn't have
ever
the first
satellite phone.
That's not a nice thing to say. I did. Nice I'm not that old. AT&T is not on the water. AT&T is on the water where I am, Troy. I got that special AT&T.
You got that good.
I got that good AT&T. I got that good AT&T. All right.
Let's get to the software.
Those are all the stories.
Those are good stories right there.
I don't disagree
Garmin,
with
interesting.
that.
I haven't even heard of that company in forever. Garmin also sells to manufacturers for the built-in nav. So that's what I was. When you first mentioned that, I didn't know it, but that's what came to my head. I bet
so
they did the
are.
navigation
So
for
are they
automobiles.
in the cars as well?
I don't
Evidently,
know.
or maybe you
Google
can
it.
get a service of Garmin that goes to your car.
Well, I'd imagine like Ford and these big automakers subcontract like Garmin or whoever does Google Maps.
But who uses just the maps in the car? Because even when you go to rent a car, because Janet rents a lot.
I don't like
the
the navigation in a car.
But it comes with. I'm thinking maybe Garmin could play a role in those generic maps that show up in like a rented car.
And yes, Dennis, I saw that T-Mobile getting the Starlink abilities. I am signed up for the beta of that.
It's not going to be nearly as good as AT&T. Okay, let's go look at interest.
Just gave you a death stare.
All right, so
take your Apple phone and get to Hawaii already. Just a shout out, just a heads up. Glenn says he's out all week. It'll just be me next week. So.
Yep.
So get your dose fixed today. Why he's talking about
He's going to be taking on a lot of responsibility.
All kinds of videos next week.
So that's no AT&T service anywhere near here. Roger, then I don't know where you live because I get it everywhere.
So let's just see what the market's doing today. Oh wow, there we go.
There's the bounce after the minutes.
The market ain't giving up before Nvidia. I don't see it happening. If worst case scenario, I see Nvidia as a sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. So after Nvidia, leading up to it,
I'm going out on a limb right now.
Oh God,
this is live. What
does that mean?
You'll see in a second. All right. 6 months. I'm going to give a price prediction on NVIDIA now live.
Price prediction?
Yep. What's the high here?
Glenn, did you say it was going $200? I'm just kidding.
I'm giving a price prediction. Drum roll, please.
I think it hits a new high.
I'm giving a price prediction of 175. I'm giving a price prediction, and that's between this earnings and the next earnings. I'm giving a price prediction of 175.
All I'm seeing for the last 6 months of NVIDIA is refueling for another takeoff. A lot of consolidation. I mean, look, we go to a year. We had the run up. But now, look, we're about where we were in June of last year. So a lot of consolidation here. I am on the same boat. I don't know about 175 maybe, but I think that sucker's about to jump.
So I put it out there.
And I think that's why we're seeing the momentum in SMCI.
Before earnings. Yep.
Look at AMD, went down to 106. I said around 100. I put some levels there. It's close to 106 was the low. Now it's at 114. We're starting to see some of these semis, come back. And NVIDIA is the reason why they're coming back.
All right.
I didn't see any news in particular on SMCI. I know a lot of people are talking about it. Let's just talk about that stock real quick.
That's not how you spell it, by the way.
Yesterday, I mentioned the 200-day moving average. It broke through that. The moving average was at 53. I said it's going to be a clear break. Which
look
is what
at the volume. Look at that volume
ticking up,
and look at the value. So you said by when? By the next earnings. I'm thinking that I just made a call on it live. I just made a call on it live. 175 by its next earnings.
I wouldn't be surprised if SMCI got some resistance here soon. We broke through the 200-day. I said in yesterday's video, I think we get some resistance here. Probably retest that 200-day moving average if I had to guess. But again, NVIDIA could mess up that plan.
Something else I'm looking at with SMCI is parabolic right now.
It's very parabolic.
It's parabolic.
I don't think it's going to... Look at the value, too.
I just said that. Did you not hear me? Just said the value is rising?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Fine.
Ross said, yep, sold it today. So yeah, again, don't lose all these profits, especially, if we got you back in here, I think it was like $30, $35. I started talking about it not too long ago. Because you know me, I there's no special recipe. For stocks, I look for a break in a downtrend. You see the downtrend here? I did a video on it. There's the downtrend, broke it, off to the races. And that downtrend broke it right at this level of support here that Glenn's got right now. So, I mean, good call there.
I'm just thinking, the only thing that really scares me about SMCI is...
If the news comes out,
I need to know what the financial story is.
If you plan on holding SMCI and you bought it, much lower price, especially if you bought it before 2 days ago, Powell will not be speaking today, right?
No, it's just notes.
What was I going? Oh, SMCI. I distracted me. What was that called?
I didn't have anything to do with that.
But anyways, yeah, SMCI, I could see it retracing from this level here, from resistance, and then retesting that 200-day, which is not on this chart, but definitely look at a 200-day moving average, okay? Ryan, when looking at NVIDIA, also look at SMH, also in a long base.
What was this? SMCI. Interesting.
Then we're going to jump into y'all stocks here.
Axon got downgraded.
Well, it's still in your level there.
It's still in the channel.
7 to 627. What is that, down like 10%?
I don't know. I can't do the math. All right, let's go see.
Shocker.
Oh, is the news going to pop up over on the other screen? Oh, there it is. I think it's because they got downgraded. 11%. There you go. Look at you. You were almost smart. You said
almost.
Almost.
No, only counts at hand grenades.
You were better than I was. There it is on downgrade amid tech partner breakup.
Ooh, what? Trouble in paradise.
Fine, let's go see. Body cams, that's their big thing. They got the market on body cams, folks.
I remember that stock first came out. It was a big retail meme stock, big on Robinhood. So sell SMCI. SMCI.
I would say if you're going to do anything, I like the move on it. But if it can keep going up, I'd like to see you have still
right now
half
it's
the
at
position.
65. Ask yourself what price you'd be happy with, right? Sell the call on it. Because right now with that sucker running up like it has, you could get so much premium. If you have 100 shares of SMCI and you want to ride it out, sell a call. Out of the money call, 65. I mean, I'd probably be happy with like 70, 75. But look at the premiums. You got to do the math there.
And guess what? You don't want to, if it's moving up, you sell before it gets to that call you sold, so you still keep the stock, or else it's going to get called away.
Yeah, if it does, it gets called away from a higher price. And, but you can always buy back the contract.
At a higher price. If you got it at a good price.
But it's insurance.
I agree with you on that. But if you're long term on it, I would sell it before it gets to that call you sold.
No, yeah. But it's at 65 right now.
I'd sell to 75.
Yeah. I'd look at the premiums, aim between like 70, 75. Probably within the next 30 days, obviously. Short expiration.
Forward statement to investors, business saying the company's committed to providing public safety, blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
But yeah, David, as far as SMCI, look at the retracement at the levels, coming up soon. The only reason why I say this thing's got some more upside potential is NVIDIA's earnings is next week. And all they have to do is mention data center growth and mention the name SMCI. And if you sold out of it, you're probably going to regret it.
I know the story behind Axon. Axon is fighting with somebody over the technology to read license plates. So, yes, so my cop friend at church told me, he says what's going on with them is that Axon is part of their service when you have it. They were able to read the license plates as part of the package. But the company, I don't know if it's flock safety or not, but the company that has the technology is trying to make Axon subscribers pay more for the ability to read the license plates. And Axon is like saying to its people, don't worry about it. If you've got it, you'll keep it. And Axon may have to pick up the price of paying the people who have the patent for that technology. So that's the fight. But I don't know if it's flock safety, but it is the ability to read license plates number. That's what it's all about. Bill says NVIDIA at 175 implies a 2.4, a 20, what?
All right, hit that like button. We're about to take your stock picks real quick.
Okay.
Huh?
$4.37, 4.37 trillion? Wow. That's what my pricing cures? Ooh. I might have to break down back on my price.
Real quick before we get to their pick, let's just look at our stocks.
Yes.
For today, I've got some energy here, SMC, EC, NGS, natural gas, CRK, Microsoft, Honeywell. Honeywell is based out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I like Honeywell. It's right on par with its valuation. Microsoft, obviously, in there for the new quantum stock. And I got some quantum stocks here. Look, 14%, 10%, 14%. So
you know what I don't see? What's the Rigetti? I don't see Rigetti up there. That's kind of
I didn't put Rigetti up there.
Okay.
Just put a couple of these. I put the big movers, the ones that are moving the most today. So these are the stocks. I'm actually going to I'll probably nibble at a couple of these positions here. And Glenn.
You got picks from last week if you want to look at them.
Oh, yeah. Picks last week. All right, down today. Let's see what we did.
Drum roll, please.
Woo. Positive.
Yeah.
VectorVest Composite, 1%. Didn't beat the market. What are my losers? DEC, Amazon. DEC, that was my big loser.
That was your big loser.
Other than that, it worked out pretty well, but DEC did not work out.
All right, Glenn's picks. I only have 4 stories, so I only have 4 stocks.
That's crazy. I actually had more stocks than
Yeah,
you.
you did. But a lot of the stocks are up today with the exception of DFEN. Only up 1 3/4. But the news on the Duchenne dystrophy thing, 22%. Garmin, because they beat earnings, almost 12%. And Hims just killing it, almost 20%. Those are my stocks for this week. My picks from last week. Boyd with the Tesla story. Tesla's in here too. NVIDIA is in here. Palantir, Meta, Microsoft. I was hedging last week with the RWM. Let's go see what they did. Let's go quick test. And of course, I'm down 0.6%. And I had 2 bigger losers. LABD, my hedge went down. NVIDIA went down. Meta went down. The Russell went down. Microsoft went up. The biggest winner for me was Tesla and Palantir and Boyd. All right, so I was down with my picks from last week. Wow, we just got us wow.
Thank you, Ross.
Holy smokes,
Hey.
We just got us a $50 super chat. Says, thanks for the work on SMCI. Type the W's in the room, please.
First drink on our vacation's on Ross.
Oh, man.
Appreciate it.
I wish it was. I wish it was, but thank you type the W's in the room, folks. You want to look at the trend column pick portfolio? We'll do that real quick. Portfolio.
The Q10?
Yep. Man, neither one of our portfolios is killing it. Customer picks.
We will have to leave probably around 3.
It's 3 o'clock you want, right? We got it. I got you.
Just because it's snowing pretty hard outside. Oh, look, it's actually sticking now, too.
No, it's not sticking. There's the Q10 portfolio. Nice move up today.
It's sticking.
It's not sticking. 3.5. Wow, it is sticking.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It really is sticking.
Yeah,
all right.
We can't run late today.
3.5% today. The portfolio's still down overall. The stocks that are making the most money, not a lot. Only 2. And that's NVIDIA and Amazon.
Ugh.
There's the Rigetti, the Qubits, Atom that you had to look at that, down 45%. Woof.
That's why we said treat them like momentum trades.
Absolutely.
Unless you're buying on the dip and your dollar cost averaging over the long haul and really believe in the company, don't do it. Don't just buy it and forget it.
I got to remember, Ryan says we got to go. All right.
No, we don't.
No,
I just know you. We'll be here for a while.
No, we won't. I'm going to make sure because it is snowing. I want to make sure that you're safe. Pre-market live earnings call. There's the customer. Don't worry about last week. Let's talk about this week. All right, let's talk about this week. Let's go. All right, so Ryan, scroll back up so you can find
we're gonna
out.
Get their picks.
Ross, thank you. He said he was thanking us for SMCI. Interesting. That was awesome. Thank you for that.
All right, we got QBTS.
QBT. I don't know why you want to look at it.
AP.
AP.
APP.
You done with APP? That's app loving. APP. We got
Tesla.
10 stocks. Okay, TSLA.
We already did Axon.
Okay,
QSI.
That was one of your picks.
Give us some more stocks. We got Kava.
Okay.
WBD.
What is that?
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
VNet. That's a new one.
No, it's not.
We got Quad. Walmart. WMT. SoFi. Excel. How many likes we got?
95. So we're giving them 10 stocks.
All right. AGI.
Let's go see how many stocks that is. Excel is not. That wasn't it. Oh, EX.
EO.
Hold on.
Not Excel spreadsheets.
I listen.
I know. I would have done the same thing if I heard it.
That's 10. That's your 10.
Hey.
But we had EL. We had Excel. I'm going to put that. There's your 10 stocks. All right. That's based on the likes. For every 10 likes, you get a stock. So.
All right. Let's get in these charts here.
Go ahead.
There's the gap up in the gap 11. I'm seeing consolidation here.
I am.
Wait for the breakout.
That's sort of like a wedge, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly wedge. I'm going to say wait for the breakout.
Okay.
And nice bottom wick there. Looks like indecision. But yeah, after that big gap up, I wouldn't be in a rush to buy it right this second.
Not until it gets 12
Look at the volume, too.
high. Volume's falling as it's rising.
Yep.
That's a flag.
Yep.
If you're in it, though, leave it alone. If you're not, I'd wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
This, yeah, I can see why you made a lot of money on it. It was $4. Internet service provider, VNet.
Look at the volume.
The volume is still high. It's at its highest levels, even though the stock's out.
I don't like the wick at the top, but if you're in it, leave that alone. That's not parabolic. That's a 45-degree angle.
Yeah.
That is a 45-degree. It's not. If you're in it today, just be careful. You do have a little bit. People are making money in this stock. I can see why they will probably take some off the table.
Yeah.
But I like that play. I cannot lie. We should put that in their portfolio. You should.
What do you think? I think VNet, yes.
Okay.
The app 11, no, not yet.
Channeling.
Excel, this got to get out of its own way. It's done nothing.
Yep. And
Let's go to
RT
6
is below
months.
1. Yeah.
I'm not going to. Let's not rush that one. But the good thing, value's on the rise.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
RT's actually started to creep back up now.
Let it, I think that once it breaks out of the resistance level, RT will go above 1. That will be your go sign. It is undervalued and value's rising.
If you did buy at 35, maybe putting a stop around 31, 30, 30 max, definitely enough wiggle room to let it grow.
Okay.
But otherwise, let the trade come to you. Quad, this is beautiful. Volume, lower left, top right, price action, lower left.
Big camera. Put that on 1 month for me. That's a big open day today on good volume.
Yeah, that could potentially be a bullish engulfing if we get any more upside.
No,
today.
you know what that is?
What is that?
I want to call that a one white soldier.
Is that a one white soldier?
But I think it needs to go to the upside to be a one white soldier. That's a piercing pattern. That's a bullish piercing pattern.
Okay.
Because it's halfway through yesterday's candle. That's a bullish piercing pattern. That's a bullish sign on good volume. And RT just went above 1. I wouldn't mind dipping my toe in the water with that, but if I want more confirmation, I'm looking at 5 cents higher than the high.
Definitely want to take out that prior high. With all this, range-bound trading, wait to get a sense of direction.
The good open day today.
Waste management.
3-month graph?
No. 3 month. I'm going to wait to take out that high.
I agree.
We're already so close. If you got down here lucky enough and you got the dip, not much to worry about. But, resistance is going to be coming in around 230.
It is overvalued, and value is sitting at about the same value as it was 3 months ago.
So definitely not a value play.
Okay. SoFi broke out of the wedge. Took a minute.
As long as it stays above this trend line.
I agree. And even if it comes down to test it, if you own it, I'd wait to see if it tests.
I would, yeah, because both of these lines are converging.
Mm-hmm.
We could probably get a really nice. If you see a retest, nice bottom wick with some follow through,
bounce up nice.
You might want to join in on that train. But as far as today, I'm going to say no. Just because we're seeing it rolling over, and you probably get a better price in down here. This I like. Value, undervalued.
Rising value. RT just went above 1.
Oh, yeah, nice momentum here.
Yeah.
Let's go 1 year.
You know something? You got a lot of room up to that high. You got a lot of room up to that high. I don't know when the earnings
Look at the
comes out.
progression. Look at this. Value, I mean, these are just following each other.
And
So-
stayed undervalued the whole time.
Yeah, so as long as value's on the rise, price action's on the rise, hey, I like this. But if we start to see this again, where value's dropping, prices dropping, definitely would be concerned with this position.
Okay.
Tesla, let's go to 6 month.
It's in a channel within a channel. So much stuff going around. I saw a story about more robotic stuff. I did see a story about.
I'm not surprised. If you are going to get into Tesla, the stop is $300.
Okay.
What is this? The low, 325. Yeah, I'd say anything less than 300, I would be concerned.
I like the 325 price because that goes back.
Yeah, this range here.
I like the 325 price.
Yeah, if you break below that,
You probably don't
maybe
want
320, just in case you get some random volatility. But otherwise, I think there's just a lot of other stocks right now.
RT is below 1, stocks a hold. So I'm just looking at VectorVest stuff.
Because we've said it a million times. Tesla standing alone as just the car company doesn't justify this valuation.
Right.
It's the other
but it's a lot more than just that.
futuristic projects that got to come to fruition first. So
It's cold in here.
here we got it's snowing outside. What do you expect?
Oh, really is
All right.
sticking.
That's
Oh
what
my
I'm saying.
gosh.
I gotta get on the. I gotta drive in South Carolina. I guarantee they.
Dude,
ain't
we got to have the snowpocalypse.
They ain't salt a single road from here to Charleston. I bet there's not a single drop of salt on any of these roads.
It's going to suck to be you. Okay.
We'll see how it plays out. Kava, no. The stock has done nothing in the last 6 months and big down day to day. Honestly, that low right there, we're approaching it with 110. We're at 120. If we take out that and get a new swing low, get defensive.
Chipotle's
don't let it
better
become
anyway.
emotional. That's all I'm going to say.
Chipotle's better.
I don't really eat either. No. I like Kava, but I don't know. I don't really go. Qubits, I'm probably going to put that in my AMA portfolio today.
Hold on. We're going to do this because that looks. Look
There's
at
a
that.
trend, yep. And look, it's filling the gap. It's going into that gap. That's going to be the target right here. Oh, wait, no.
How did you do that?
Put little snowflakes on there. What is that, $9? My eyesight's going bad. Like
I
my
can't
hearing.
see it.
It's $9 somewhere to fill in that gap. So that would be the target right now. It's at 6.8. I like it. I have it in my list. I'll probably add it. Quantum, it's going to do good. QSI.
That quantum is not going to do so good.
This is a drug company. I mean, it's going to use quantum in some of its research applications. The only reason why I got into it before, it was undervalued. I did own this. I sold a call, ended out the trade. I had like 2 bags. Maybe it was after this one, I think, when I sold the call. But I mean, this stock, it's consolidating right now. It's not getting the big jump, as far as the other quantum stocks, because it doesn't do quantum computing, and it's not going to make a quantum chip. This is a drug company, just FYI. You see the range here. Just take out probably this prior wick. Otherwise, I'm
not feeling it.
I think I had this level before around 175. Yeah, as long as we can stay above 175, 195, that's about a 10% stop. I'm okay with it. But again, this stock moves a lot. Don't be afraid, especially if you're trying to get bags on this or hold it for the long term, whatever it may be, to sell calls against it. That's what I did. When I got one of these pumps, I sold a call against it, and it paid for like majority of the position.
Hold on, leave it there for a second. There's the earnings graph. I'll do the earnings. Oh, is that the last one?
Yeah.
All right, never mind. What time is it? We'll do the earnings graph on these just all real quick.
Don't you have the earnings? You have the earnings graph.
I just put it up, and I'm just looking at it's on the screen now. Okay. So we're just going to look at all of these graphs with their earnings graphs real quick. I'm not going to talk much about it. No, we got earnings per share, earnings growth,
negative.
and sales growth. Yep.
Growth rate drop. Oof. Sales growth rate drop. That one looks pretty good. Yeah. Pretty decent.
So does Quad. Interesting.
Quad looks good on the rise.
Ooh, Excel looks good.
Sales growth rate.
Sales growth.
18%. Even though it dropped, it's starting to rise a little bit right now.
I agree. VNet. Look at that. Rising earnings, rising growth.
The average volume is skyrocketing.
There you go. So we just looked at them real quick. Walmart
earnings tomorrow before the bell.
Let's go look at Walmart. Did we look at Walmart?
I think you put in WM instead of WMT.
Well, What did you just stop? Why are you moving stuff?
I didn't move anything.
I think you did.
You just got rid of the candlesticks, though.
Walmart wasn't on there?
No, I think you put in WM by accident
All right.
instead of WMT.
Rising earnings growth, sales growth is flat, and I like the trend. I think that looks good.
Did we break it?
I think it's still barely hanging up.
Well, no, actually.
There you go.
We got it. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that is a nice retest. Both retest bottom wicks on there. Walmart. I like it. We got earnings before the bell tomorrow, so obviously that's the wild card. But as far as the trade right now, hey, it's an easy trade. As long as Walmart stays above the trend line, ride it out with some money.
I do like this. All right.
And that's a nice retest on that trend
is.
line. I like what I see
Both
there.
wicks hit right on the trend line and still is above it.
All right, you add any stocks to your portfolio today? I'm going to add a couple. Let's see here. Ryan's picks this week. Let's do this. I already got in videos.
By the way, while he's doing that,
energy.
if there's any stocks, and I thank you for putting that up, Joey, if there's any stocks that we did not look at of yours today and you want to analyze them, you can do it free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/YTFSA for free stock analysis.
Why did it do that?
What did you do? You adding all of those? I wouldn't do that, but it's your portfolio.
No, I want to add these two.
I'm not looking because it's going to make me get sick.
Make me get sick.
Yep, I'm going to get sick.
Ryan, long. You've got a lot of portfolios here, sir.
You got 2025 Ryan's picks.
Yep.
There you go.
Action, buy, spend. We're going to do
$15,000? Go ahead. Spend up all that money. Go ahead. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Lose money, money, lose money, money, money. Trailing 15. All right. Let's go see if I'm going to go get into any.
Ooh, you get anything, bud?
Glenn's
We'll see what
picks.
happens with that. Wow, the
I've
snow
only got
really is
4
coming
seconds.
down.
I told you it was.
I'm going to have to wipe the snow off the car now.
I'm going to take the 3 stocks that are moving up. 1, 2. I'm going to take.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
I'm going to take.
Take your defend.
How did that happen? That was like a screen thingy. I don't know how that happened. All right. Right click. Add to portfolio.
Woo.
What you wooing for? You put like 75,000 stocks in your portfolio.
Heck yeah.
All right.
75,000.
You put a lot in there.
Well, I figured with the volatility in the market, I'd do smaller positions.
Yeah, that wasn't. You did $3,000 positions.
That's $50,000 portfolio.
That's true. So maybe.
Because last year we only had 10,000 portfolio for our mock portfolio. We're going to put $1,000 each one.
3, 4.
Your portfolio is not going to move.
I'll do 15.
Oh, whoa, why are you doing 15,000? You buying all these stocks today. You got all these stocks.
Shush.
God, he's going to Hawaii. Can't tell this man nothing today.
Right, there we go. So we still got money in our portfolios. I got 28 grand. He's got about 20 grand. So we still have money to spend. Mm-hmm. All right, so we'll see. Again, I won't be here next week.
I will be
taking
over. So I will let Glenn sign us out.
Well, folks, I don't leave today. I don't leave tomorrow. I leave on Friday. I think by time Friday gets here, we'll be fine. That's what I think. I think by time Friday gets here, we'll be fine. So I've got a couple of videos that I'm already pre-recording for you while I'm gone to take some of that off of Ryan because he's going to be doing a lot, and I appreciate him covering for me while I'm gone, and I do appreciate that. He's going to do great. Make sure you come here every day to make sure you support Ryan. And it's going to be the Ryan and Joey show. Pretty much it is. It is.
It already is.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Oh, before I leave, though, tonight's video, Black Sky Technologies. Most of you have probably never heard of this company. Palantir's got great interest, great partnership. That's tonight's 6 p.m. video. Check it out.
All right. Make sure that's very important. We put a lot of great content out there for you as well. All right, folks. I will see you tomorrow for Trending Thursday. But I am going to spend some time getting some videos pre-recorded so that when I'm not here, you'll already have some videos. So with that.
The Friday live stream will not be happening.
That's right, because both of us. That's right. Friday mobile live stream is not happening
the one
this
at
Friday.
noon on Friday will not be happening. But other than that, next week, scheduled regular broadcasting, and it'll just be me and Joey holding it down.
There you go. All right. What is it? BSKY? Black Sky?
BKSY.
BKSY. All right, folks. Until tomorrow, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. I'm praying for peeps everywhere who's finna get some snow because we getting it down here.
Pray for me because
I
I'm driving
ready to say that,
like 30 seconds.
I hope that there is a hand of protection over you while you leave out
Thank you, sir.
tonight on the road. Remember, folks, there are good people in the world all over the world. But if you can't find one, be one. Odabu, bom dia, salam.
Love it.
Shalom. Namaste. Yasu. Till next time, folks. See ya.